Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am doing a cinema room update. So next door in my cinema room, which you guys have seen, you see all the time obviously, I am doing some upgrades in this room. As we do go into the room, you can see, by the way, I just put on wide angle. It is very messy in here, so please bear with that. This is the first thing I've done. These two cupboard things or shelving units have now been moved to here. They're going to house like some other titles, which I will tell you later on. Previously, they were over here in this corner, but I have a new unit for there now. And then over on the master area, I'm going to be taking out this unit here. So this one all the way up the top, then I'm going to put a new unit in. So we're going to have 4 big towers, and then this one's going to be the 4th one going in there. So we'll have 2 smaller ones left there then. And then we've got these shelves cut, which are the exact width of the 2. So they're going to go above next to the 4th tower. Hopefully that makes sense. So the long-term plan with this is to have 4 big units and then the 2 smaller ones this side rather, and then the shelving above it. The shelves are going to be more display, more for like the Funko Pops, because I've got loads of Funko Pops there. I've got Funko Pops all along there. I've got some here, and they're just getting out of hand. I've got loads of Funko Pops everywhere, and I just don't know where to put them. So it's one of those. So having the shelves, I think I'm going to put 3 shelves there. So having shelves there is going to be good for that. To store other things. We've obviously changed up some of the posters, so I've added in a new poster there. I bought a 3-pack of frames. These are A3 frames, and they were from Asda's. £15 for the 3-pack, but they fit the Cineworld posters in. So obviously in time, when I get more, I can change them out. I've got Batman one there, which I love. I'm going to keep that in there forever because I really like that picture. These 2, I can just change when I get new ones. So yeah, if we get a Morbius poster, maybe that can go in there and I can switch them out and all that. So yeah, pretty good there. Another thing that I have is some smaller pieces of wood, which is, there's some here, here's one. So these are like offcuts of the shelves that were down there that my uncle did for me. And I've got one medium size there. I've got one smaller one here. I may put these up, you know, these could act as like Funko Pop shelves or something. I'm not too sure, I don't want to do too much. But I've also got one really big one, which I have toyed with doing like this. And have Funko Pops all along the top. I'm not too sure, because the more stuff you put on the wall, the smaller the room will feel, you know? It's already like feeling quite small in here anyways, and I don't want to put too much stuff up, but I'm not too sure. Maybe we won't get to that today, but today's plan really, I need to just get this bookshelf done down here and put in that tower there and take that out. Shelving, I'm not even like bothered about the shelving. Like I want to do the shelving. I've got to paint them as well. So I may just put them up without painting them, and then I can paint them another day, which is what I did with these shelves here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this unit here. This is the unit I actually went for. It's from Argos, I believe. Habitat white 2-shelf small bookcase. So this is a smaller case, but it's the same depth as what I've got in there. So I'm going to build this now, and then we're going to then go and put that in and see what it looks like. So here is the unit made. I've just got to put the shelves in now, and obviously the little things in the side. But yeah, I'm going to carry this through now just because I want to see what it looks like. But I'm also debating mounting it on the wall just because I may get a bit more height out of it. Probably should take my office chair out of here actually, because it's definitely in the way. So let's move that out. Okay, so let's bring this back in. All right, let's move some things out of the way. Things like this are good at the attic because I don't know about this Funko Pop, it just looks really creepy, doesn't it? It does freak me out sometimes, but I'm going to get rid of that. May even sell it, to be honest. Okay, so let's now try and put this in the corner. Okay, so there it is in the corner. So I'm going to get the shelves in here now. This is going to very much house my steel books, my Marvel, my DC, my Pixar, my big collections of things is going to go in this one. So I have lost a bit of height in this because really I could have got it up to here rather than it is down there. But it is what it is. I think I can fit more Blu-rays in there than I could have in the other ones anyway. So yeah. So the collection, you can see I've taken out some things here. I've taken bits and bobs out. I've got some gaps everywhere, which is great. And I have now put in the new shelf. This is how it looks. Let me just take a seat here. This is how it's looking so far. I've got my DC stuff on the top shelf. I'm trying to figure out Funko Pops. There may be a way for me to like raise these up on a little stand behind, and then that'll look pretty cool. So that's my DC shelf. Then I've got my Marvel shelf, and at the end then I've got obviously all the old Spider-Man movies, and then Venoms and Deadpools, so loose Marvel films. Down the bottom then I've got my Pixars, which is going to be, well, another like few going in there from this month's pickups, as well as everything else. And then there then is my Disney's, which I've taken out, and some steelbooks and some musical stuff as well. So that feels pretty good to actually have more storage now, which I think this can fit. I think it was 115 movies on each, like on the 3 shelves. Not too bad. I like the look of the shelf as well. I like that it looks really small in the room. It doesn't like add much, and I kind of prefer that it's not on top of the wall and all that kind of hassle. With the weight in there now, it seems to be a bit more sturdy. So yeah, the only thing I haven't figured out is the top shelf. All those pops I've just put there for now because I was playing around with some of them, and yeah, they're not going to stay there. What I am thinking of putting on the top is things like these. So these things can go on here maybe. I've got my Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit steelbooks. All these other bits and bobs I might put down there. So that's all to be discussed. Over on here now then, I have obviously taken things out of there and put them on here. And one thing to remember with this one, we are going to be having a third unit, obviously, when we move that this afternoon now into here. But what I've done so far, as you can see, is my premium collections, which is what I've got. Then I've got my Sony collection things there. All my horror ones, which I've always wanted them together, and they look super cool like this. So I'm glad I've done that. Then I've got like my Star Wars stuff. Then I've got all of James Bond's, and then TV shows. So that's going to be like a little collection area as well. So the benefit to this is obviously moving things out of there, which means there's going to be much more room in the main bit of the collection now with all the other mini collections going on. So that's great. Now I need to actually get the other unit put in and all that. So this now requires, I think I need to take some things out of this room because my settee has to come out into the corner. So I need to make some adjustments in the room before I can even start over there. And then not to mention, I've got to take Blu-rays off the shelves, especially these 3. They've all got to come off the shelves. So yeah, bit more work to do. So there you go. I've taken that off the wall now, these 3, and these are what I'm left with. This is how I attached them before. You can see behind I've just got these brackets, like attaching them together. So you take these off, and then just so we're left with these 2. So I'm going to take this one off here. If you didn't know as well, these units are the IKEA Nedby units. They are £25 each for the white version and £35 for other colours. But £25 each. But what I did with these ones is I actually cut these in half. So these small ones are basically one of those, but I cut in half. You have the top one, which is obviously a solid piece. And you also have this piece, which is a solid piece. So what I've done on each of them is just cut them to about there. And then that is basically the bottom, and I lose all. I personally wish IKEA sold them in half sizes rather than just massive ones. Because like over there it fits, and yeah, and over there it fits. But they just don't. So you have to just make do with what you can. You do lose obviously the wood and stuff. Like I did reuse the wood that was left on the bottom, and I've got like shelves in the shed, just using the offcuts. So, you're not wasting anything, but it is something to bear in mind, I guess. Next part of the job then, they've been decoupled now, and I need to build the new unit, which is downstairs. So here it is in the hallway, this big unit. I actually got it yesterday. So, yeah, I need to just build this. I actually find it easier building these in the living room, just because it's such a big space down there. And, yeah. One of the things I have to do with one of these big pieces I've just got out from downstairs is I have to cut new bits at the bottom. So you can see that here on the older ones, I've kind of cut this out a bit more just so that I can get it over my skirting board, because it's a lot higher than the standard that they give you, which is when it goes up to that height. So you can see there, I need to cut a fair bit out so that it can actually go over my skirting board, because my skirting board's extremely high. So I am just going to mark this now on the inside. Let me just check that it's... So there we go, 2 little cuts off. That's the amount of wood I need to take off. So yeah, done that and brought them in now, because obviously it's much easier doing it outside, less mess. So yeah, now I gotta start building it. We've got these pieces cut, and I always do it on the inside because it does leave a bit of a rough edge, you can see there. But then on the edge that you can see, it's a bit more perfect in terms of a straighter line. It's just how the jigsaw cuts it. It's just easier doing it that way around, and yeah, it won't leave a mark if I ever decided to put these somewhere where you could see the bottom, I guess. So I'm going to build this now, and then we'll take it upstairs. So here it is, all built and all attached up there onto the ceiling, which is great. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That hole was from the old poster that was there. I had 2 posters in there, so that needs to be filled. I put the 2 unit back there now. That's all attached to the wall. I've just got to put now the shelves back in for each of these. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. We've now got 4, so we've added an extra top bit to this whole area. So I've added 50 movies because I can fit 10 on each shelf, and I should get about 5 shelves in there. So that is great. I was also looking at the shelves, which I'm gonna like try and measure up next. So that's like a work in progress. But this unit is on the floor, and it's quite negative because I need to make some adjustments to this piece, where, I don't know if you can see here, so this bit here kind of goes over the bottom shelf here itself. On the other ones I had to cut this bit out because you can see here this is more flush in here, because I've added on this skirting board, it's a bit bigger, but this is the cable trunking which has the speaker cables in, so obviously that's a lot taller. So I need to do a few cuts on here, but I'm not too sure if I'm going to be able to do it, because, well, I'm not sure if I can take this apart or if I can cut it without taking it apart. So I've decided just to leave that for a bit, because I need to make a decision on if I'm going to try and take it apart or just try and cut it when it's together. I think I can cut it when it's together, especially the other cuts, but I'm not sure about that shelf along the bottom. I may need a different tool. It's definitely possible, but just what type of tool I can use, or even like a saw. To just do it manually. So I need to figure that out, but yeah. For now though, I will put this up here and I'll just rest it. You can kind of gauge how it's going to look, you know, once it's there. So yeah, it's going to look like that. I have a 3 unit there, a nice bit of a gap there for me to access the radiator, and yeah, I'm really pretty pleased with that, to be honest with you. So that's going to be work progress. I might do that in a week, to be honest with you, because I'm not really bothered about actually filling that today. I want to get the shelves done today. That's my priority. I want to get this whole area completed. So I'm going to look at the shelves next. Well, what a night, evening. Now it is what time is it? 7 PM approaching, 5 minutes to 7. You can see this shelving is obviously been taken apart and stuff missing because we're moving things around. But yeah, behind me, I have shelves. And to be honest, I'm actually not minding the colour, because I've got like a wooden TV cabinet thing here. My desk is a bit wooden, so I quite like it, and especially with like a green plant up here, which is one thing I bought yesterday. So I'm not too sure. Maybe this may stay. It's really only the 2 shelves for the Funko Pops that I've got use of, I guess. The top one is very much just a continuation up the very, very top, which my plans for the top, by the way, you can see I've got my new Mando 10-inch pop here. I'm going to get a bunch of 10 inches going all the way along, because look how good he looks there. If I get loads of good 10-inch ones along the top, I think that's going to look really good. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. I can fit probably 8 Funko Pops. I need to get some sort of back thing now to raise, like, you know, raise the Funkos rather than using the boxes, because I don't particularly like the look of the boxes, in my opinion. I want something, maybe just a wooden piece behind or something, like a nice wooden piece. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the wood. Shall I paint them white? Shall I leave them as they are? Let me know your thoughts. Of course, I still got this area here which I can put Funko Pops, but I've literally hit a brick wall today. I kind of want to just tidy up. Normally on a Saturday, I watch films whenever I'm whenever I'm at home and doing stuff for YouTube. But me and Hannah have like one day each, and one day for YouTube, one day for you know, the weekend and stuff. So normally my YouTube day is watching films for the week and all of that. But today I've been doing this video and doing this, as well as doing that. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. This is very much just like a vlog of me putting together the setup and, well, improving the setup, I guess. And yeah, stay tuned, because the reason why I'm doing all this now, I haven't actually said this, but the reason why I'm doing all this now is I think it's the 20-something of April is like the 1-year anniversary of the channel. So what I'm going to do is, my first ever video was a setup tour, and a lot has changed. I watched that video the other day and I was like, wow, things have changed in that room. So I don't even think I had the shelving in. That's how bad it is. So I'm going to do that, get it all tidied up, get all my my pickups for this month into all the shelves, and maybe tidy up like the Funko area here and put like little thing behind so I can raise them up and stuff. But tidy it all up basically, and then do a full-on room tour again. I think that'll be good. I've also got another reason why I've got the shelves there is I've also got some Lego here. So Lego is one of the things I want to get into. I've got the Batmobile, which is going to go in my Batman pops. I have plans. So these are very much, you know, display pieces. But I want to get all that done and then film another setup tour before the end of April. And then you guys can see it for a start tidied, because the room is a mess. I've got things to put away and yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching though, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Of course, please do subscribe down below. And as I say, let me know your thoughts on the video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.